Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the next round 4. I'm just going to knock on. So we are now ready with the matchup. On the left-hand side, we have Carl Blake.
Oh my god, it's Carl Blake.
Carl Blake, oh my god, who you may see from a certain TV show on Channel 4, which I won't say. Playing Kozmo.
Shaddoll.
I kind of left that there a little bit, but we have Shaddoll again. But it's Kozmo Shaddoll versus Shaddoll Perform Mage. So it's an all Shaddoll theme today. This was by complete accident. And didn't particularly want it, but the Gemini player that I was kind of promising is against Luke Delaney, who was on the previous round stream. So poor Kevin, who's playing Gemnites, is just getting the worst luck ever. I was going to feature him round 2, but he played a Ritual Beast player who we just had or something, and then round 3 we just had Luke Delaney, who he was playing against anyway. So hopefully, I've said to him, next round it will happen. It will happen. But we also do have the deck breakdown while they are deciding who goes first and such. With Shaddoll Performer Mage playing on the right by Jack Robinson, which is the most represented deck with 31 players today.
Yeah.
And the Cosmos, we have one, which is Carl Blake, which is one Kozmo Shaddoll, and then just pure Cosmos, we have 11. So, looking at Carl Blake's hand, he has Farm Girl and an E-Telly, and lots of actually pretty good cards. He also has a Shaddoll Fusion.
Well, me and Carl, we watched a YouTube video and we took some ideas off this guy who also did a deck list for Kozmo Shaddoll, and it was pretty solid.
Okay.
And obviously he's been testing now. It was Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, he's tested all day Friday.
So here's the first instance of seeing Kozmo Farm Girl, which is a very interesting card. Its effect, if you don't know, is during either player's turn you can banish this card, special summon 1 level 4 or higher Kozmo monster from your hand, which he has Forerunner, I think, in his hand. You can only use the effect of Kozmo Farm Girl once per turn. If this inflicts damage to your opponent's life points, you can pay 500 life points. Add 1 Kozmo card from your deck to your hand. So it's a very good card. And straight away we see the El Shaddoll Fusion coming down, sending the Juggle.
And Falco.
And Falco. Falco obviously is going to come down, and then
send a beast, I think.
Most likely. So the Construct is probably going to attack into the Farm Girl, and Farm Girl can activate its effect to banish itself. So he needs to be very wary here. But obviously Construct does have the effect that it can destroy a monster if it's special summoned. Kozmo Forerunner could be a good one. It's because it's 2/8 as well, and it says can't be targeted by your other opponent's card effects, but obviously Construct doesn't target, so it will still get destroyed. So we have an Effect Veiler Beast, possibly Core, and a Gloat Ball as well. So he hasn't summoned either. So he could maybe set the Gloat Ball, but he's banishing the Damage Juggler to be able to search out a Performer Mage from his deck, except itself. So hopefully the sun isn't going to ruin us again. Having a battle with this sun, I really am. So he gets Hat, which is a special summonable monster if there are 2 or more monsters on the field.
Yes.
And thank you, sun. Hopefully the clouds are going to cover it up very soon.
Should I stay or should I go? That's the sun.
That is the sun. Yeah. So Gloat Ball could be an interesting one here, but a lot of people use it for Shikanaga, which is a really nice plus. You go into Shikanaga and then you can still use Gloat Ball, which is really nice. But it kind of depends on if you draw it, which Jack has done. It's a little bit of a difficult one, sorry. But he could go into a beast if he was playing it. So there seems like there's an attack coming in, and he's going to activate the effect to banish it, to bring out... that one is a Slip Rider. Slip Rider. When this card is normal or special summoned, you can target 1 spell card on the field and destroy it. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, special summon 1 level 4 or lower Kozmo monster from your deck. So that can just straight away bring out the Farm Girl, if so wish.
Well, Carl's got Dark Hole in hand. And E-Telly.
Wow.
And a Shaddoll Fusion. So This will be interesting.
So Hat has 1/1, so he's taken. Cannot remember how much damage he's taken. He's taken a 1/1 direct, I think. And he's
just set
tributing for the beast, yeah. So he draws for turn. Still has that farm girl against a Falco and also a beast.
So Shaddoll Fusion. Would you? You probably want Elf Shaddoll Fusion in hand at this moment in time.
Probably, yeah.
So you could make the play of Shaddoll Fusion send Squamata. Oh no, he didn't play Squamata. That's a shame. Dragon then possibly to pop his back row. And then send Falco from Constructs. For then it to be set. But it's also got E-Tilly as well, which is...
He does have a lot of plays. What?
He does.
What rank 7s does he have?
He doesn't...
level 7, sorry.
I don't think he...
Does he not have any? Oh, he has
Ancient Fairy Dragon and
Black Rose. Okay.
We was talking about having Ancient Fairy because if you're going into time, you could make Ancient Fairy and have your Kozmo Town.
Yeah.
To then destroy it, gain 1,000.
Yeah.
To then add Kozmo Town.
Again,
and then Kozmo Town's effect that's been destroyed.
So it's very, very strong.
So you plus a lot.
It's very strong. So on Carl's side, we have the Shaddoll Fusion coming down, and it's interestingly. I wonder what he could bring out. I would imagine he's probably going to bring that construct out as well, maybe.
Yeah, he'd have to.
Because he knows he's got a beast and a Falco. So yeah. So he's just thinking of what he wants to send. But yeah, as I was saying, so the second best deck that's been represented here is Necros at 28 players.
28.
And after that, I believe it is Cleese with 19. And then it goes into a lot of different things. We have a lot of one-offs.
We've got 17 Teller.
17 Teller, 13 Ritual Beast, 12 Infernoid, 11 Burning Abyss, and then 11 Yosenja as well for
We've
the
only
double
got
figures.
6 Ignites.
Yeah, only 6 Ignites. So here we have the Construct coming down, and he then flips up Shadow Games.
So he's obviously going to flip his Beast.
And flip his Falco
and flip
as
his
well.
Falco, which is sending Hedgehog.
Is and that then Hound?
No, that's Squamata.
No, that's Squamata. I thought it was Hound for a second then. So, only thing that's really changed is the Kozmo, Farm Girl, and the Constructor.
So he hasn't flipped the Falco. He's only flipped the Beast.
Don't you have to flip everything up?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you change any number. Sorry, any number. I was going to say, I was like, strange.
Probably because he doesn't have anything decent in his graveyard.
Most likely. I think maybe he might have even... I guess there's only a Squamata there. So it's not really that great.
No. But it did send the global that he had in his hand. And he... So it's Carl's turn now.
So I think he veilered the Construct. Possibly. But I wasn't sure. Maybe the Farm Girl. Didn't really see. He kind of put it in between both of them.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. But yeah, Global is in the grave now. And could possibly be used to sack next turn.
But it's Carl's turn now. I think he's ended.
Don't think he's ended just yet. So we're just waiting on Carl's decision here. So he sends a beast to the graveyard. So that's going to get him a nice draw. And we'll see what he gets from that. So currently we have Slip Runner and Farm Girl that are banished for Carl, which may become very useful later on. So he draws, and I did not see what that was. It was a Mind Crush.
Mind Crush. Yes, he just made two Mind Crush.
So Mind Crush, still such a incredibly predominant card in the game.
Definitely. A lot of searching. There's a lot of searching.
There is a lot, and especially against Shaddoll, it's pretty good as well. So just having a bit of chat about possibly rulings. They were talking about how the construct worked then as well. So Jack has 4 cards in hand, including an Effect Veiler, I think, as well.
Yeah.
And a Shadow Fusion as well. And 2 Shadow Monsters. Carl has Mind Crush, Kozmo, Good Witch, Mind Crush, and an E-Telly. So very, very strong. Ultimate 302, 3012, even I can't even speak. The Gem Knight player was playing against Luke Delaney in this round from the previous stream, the previous round. So I'm going to have the Gem Knight player regardless of what he is, what his record was, because he's still EXO. I'm going to get him up next round. So you will have Gem Knights, do not worry. Gem Knight or Riot. Yeah. So they're still having a bit of a discussion and think. Carl was saying that this is normally a very quick deck for him to play, but it looks like he's been slowed down very much by this construct. So the Good Witch comes out now. Good Witch's effect. During either play's turn, you can banish this card, special summon 1 level 5 or higher Kozmo monster from your hand. You can only use the effect of Good Witch once per turn. Once per turn, you can pay 500 life points, target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, and change it to defense position. So he's just simply attacking, and he's going to leave that construct there, simply because he can do it. Well, it has to be during his turn. Sorry, that he has to flip it face down. Possibly doesn't look like he's wanting to use the Falco effect.
Yeah, that's what I've just been thinking.
Which is fine. You can choose not to.
He's just drawn the BLS.
Wow. Call Mind Crush BLS. Do it. Be a hero.
Sets 2, so he's obviously set an E-Telly and he's set the Mind Crush.
So the Shadow Fusion comes out now. Probably going to be seeing another construct because Trick Clown has gone to the graveyard.
And the Falco as well.
So another construct hits the field. And Performer Mage's effect here, Trick Clown's effect can kick in because it has been sent to the graveyard to pay 1,000 to bring it back.
Yeah.
So Carl just having to read over the others. We have 8 rounds today and then the top cut. Just for people who are asking, yeah, top 8.
I've also got a GOAT format side event, which is currently taking place soon.
Yeah, we have GOAT as well. Hopefully, depending on how the rounds go, I might have the GOAT final on the stream, but not entirely sure. I played in the GOAT format when it was the thing, so yeah, that was fun.
I play it now.
So he's paying the 1,000 life points to bring back the Trick Clown. Bringing him down to 7,000, and it's the first damage he's actually taken. So the sun returns, and he flips the Mind Crush. What he's calling, I don't know.
But he gets to see the BLS in
hand. He gets to see the
hand.
BLS and possibly cry a little bit. So I wonder what he called. Or
I think Carl's just realised.
Yeah.
There's BLS in hand.
What was sent? Oh no, that's right.
So he sent the dragon.
Did he know he had the dragon? I didn't remember it being searched.
I don't remember it being searched.
Okay. So the BLS could technically come down now, but...
Two constructs.
BLS banished the construct and then attack?
I think the dragon came down on the construct.
Ah, okay. So he's going to overlay into a rank 4. Possibly Castell.
Or Exciton. Why would you go Exciton?
No need to go Exciton. So Castell's going to spin back that...
construct.
Which is very important, and there's only so he's got the Dark Hole in the hand, and he's got the emergency teleporter face down.
Yes.
So this could be a KO.
Well,
depending on how he thinks.
For BLS.
Depending on how he thinks that back row is.
Yeah, he's banished.
Which he's just going all for it, and this is going to be game 1 to Jack, because the BLS is going to attack both monsters, and then you swing with the rest.
Yes.
But you can choose to activate the effects now.
Yep.
But how is it going to go? Is it going to go well?
It's over 9,000.
It is over 9,000! About half the people watching the stream have just closed the window because I've said that probably. Apologies. So the Castell's going to attack for 500. I think he banished, used BLS to banish. Construct. Is he going to take that?
He's taking.
And that was a 500. So I think he's on 500 life points in total. Carl Blake riding the bubble, you could say, a little bit. So 500 life versus 7,000. It's getting pretty close now.
But he has got Dark Hole in hand.
I would just like to confirm something. So just to clear up, I was just speaking about Mind Crush to the players. At first, he went to activate it, but he took the activation of Mind Control back, and then the dragon destroyed the Mind Crush. So he still has that Dark Hole in hand. That is correct, just so everyone knows. The Mind Crush was not activated, so Dark Hole is still in his hand. It's now in the grave because he's used it. But I think Jack's got this game. He has Veiler, he has El Shaddoll Fusion, he has Shaddoll Fusion. So we have the Farm Girl coming out. With the face down, what was that? Is that Falco?
That is a Falco.
Okay, I missed that one. Okay, cool. I know. They said they showed his hands, but they said they're pretty happy with how the game state resolved and such. So I'm just gonna let that one go, and the players are happy with it and fine with it. So yeah.
So 4 runners now on the field.
So 4 runners on the field. 4 runner has 2,800 attack, which leaves him on 2,700? 3,700. But at the end of the day, this isn't going to change the result, if I'm completely honest. Jack has this game. So the Forerunner isn't really going to help him all that much right now. It might help if it gets to his standby phase, but I don't think it's actually going to stay there very long.
No.
especially with this construct here. He just needs to basically normal summon a monster. Although he can special summon from the deck with
Well, he's got Raigeki in hand.
Oh. So he drew the Raigeki. Reveal the Raigeki. You would activate the Raigeki, 100%. So he's going to activate the effect Forerunner. Special summon from deck.
Which would be... No, Slip Ride.
So Slip Rider comes out. Slip Rider again. If it's normal special summon, you destroy a spell or trap. Doesn't matter though. But this is just going to activate the effect once more to special summon a level 4 or lower from your deck.
Yeah.
So Good Witch comes out. Good Witch, again, you can banish it if you really want. But it's not going to help because Good Witch has to special summon from hand.
Yes.
So Good Witch is only going to do so much here.
Who's going to crash?
Yeah. And then attack for game. Unless...
No. Construct already attacked.
Oh, Construct already attacked, of course.
Yeah,
so
scoops.
that's it. Yeah, it didn't matter in the end. So Jared Robertson takes game 1. So looking at Carl Blake's side.
Carl.
Yeah.
Sorry, thank you. 2 Retaliating Seas, 3 Max Seas, 2 Cyber Dragon, 1 Shadow Fusion, 3 MST, 1 Mind Control, and 3 Royal Decree. Obviously, speaking with Carl last night, probably Royal Decrees will go in.
Most likely, I wouldn't see why not.
Obviously, the second Shadow Fusion and a Mind Control.
Mind Control could be pretty big, considering they're both using Shaddows.
Yes.
It would actually be really big because then it could fulfill the requirements of the El Shaddoll and Shaddoll fusions. Yeah. With the side deck for Jack, we have 2 Ghost Ogre, 2 Max Seed, 2 Artifact Lancia, 1 Thunder King, 1 Mind Control, 2 Mystical Space Typhoon, 1 Mirror Force, 2 Mistake, and 2 Imperial Iron Wall. Those Imperial Iron Walls are coming in straight away in this matchup because that completely shuts down the whole aspect of Cosmos. The only benefit that Cosmos might have if they activate, if for example Jack activated the Imperial Iron Wall, he could possibly chain the effect of a face-up Cosmo, and possibly summon out the Cosmo Slip Rider because it's when it's normally special summoned and you can then destroy a spell trap card on the field. So that would be the play to get out of those back row hate cards, but you'd have to be very fortunate to have that. So we are 23 minutes into this next round, round 4 today, and yeah, it's going well so far. It's been some interesting matchups on stream.
Really interesting.
Yeah, really enjoying it. Hope you guys are also enjoying it at home, and we are just signing up now. So some interesting one-offs that we have today. We have one anti-meta deck list. This is. We have a Despot, a Madolch, Life Equalizer, Agents, Fire Fist, Star Seraphs, then a Fire King, Dragoonity, and Nordic, Blackwing, Bujin.
Oh, we do have some Red Eyes.
We have 2 Red Eyes actually. Yes, I didn't think we did, but we actually do have Red Eyes. So you know, it's pretty
raccoons.
Good. Yeah, we have Raccoons, D-Hero, Lightsworn, Magical Explosion, Worm, a single Gem Knight, Exodia, which is my personal favourite.
Hot for Exodia.
Yeah, good old Exodia. So they are just shuffling up now, and we shall see. If we have any Scottish players in the feature, you know, doing well, then I'll certainly keep a lookout for them. But I don't know if we do have any Scottish players here. We might have a few.
No chance.
Yeah, Nordic, I don't know how they're doing.
We've also got Mecha Phantom Beasts as well.
Do we?
Yeah.
We do have a Mecha Phantom Beast. That's pretty interesting. I haven't seen that deck in a long time. Oh, we have 4 Scottish players then. That's fair enough. So, signing up for game 2 has finished, and we are now entering into the next game.
And the sun has gone.
Don't jinx it.
Jinxed.
Otherwise, the sun's going to come back completely now and just ruin everything. So, we are starting off, and Jack is going first? Question
believe
mark?
so.
Yeah, looks like it.
Jack's going first.
So he has Soul Charge, which you don't want to see this early on.
So you've got Falco, Soul Charge,
Dragon,
a Dragon,
and a Damage Juggler.
yes.
So setting the Dragon would be the best thing to do and just pass. Hope that you don't get OTK'd. Because this deck can OTK. That's the thing, it can OTK. So we have a Veiler, maybe a Kozmo Town, Shadow Fusion.
I think that's the only thing that Carl were missing last game was Kozmo Town.
Yeah, Kozmo Town would have really helped. So it's a bit of a difficult hand, this, because he doesn't have opponent doesn't have special monster, so he can't really utilize Shadow Fusion as it's best known. I think he also has a Dark Hole in hand.
Yes.
He is thinking about he has Hedgehog as well in hand, so maybe the Shadow Fusion into the Hedgehog and the Slip Runner to bring out the Construct. Possible play. See, you ruined it. The sun's back.
Oh no.
See? How rubbish is that?
The sun has got his hat on.
I wish he wouldn't come out to play. So he is playing the Shadow Fusion. And is he gonna... Yep, so the Forerunner, a Slip Runner, sorry, and the Hedgehog comes down.
Hedgehog.
Exactly like I said it would.
So if
So the Construct comes out and then he's going to activate these effects.
so Chain Link 1 would be your Hedgehog. Chain Link 2 Construct.
Yep. Resolve backwards.
Possibly sending a Beast, adding a Falco.
Shall certainly see now. So the Beast goes to hand and the Falco comes out.
So it could quite possibly tribute the Construct, so he can't use his live Shadow Fusion, you reckon?
Well, it would depend.
Because you are playing a kind of a mirror match. Oh, he's bounced it back.
But yeah, so there goes that. There goes that plan.
Yeah. But he has got the Falco set with only the Hedgehog engrave.
Which isn't too bad.
It's not that bad.
There are worse things to be in the grave. This card's having a big think, and he's just passed turn. I guess that's all you really can do. And there's about 13 minutes left on the round as well. We haven't had a game 3 today so far.
No, we haven't. It's been Swift 2-0.
Swift 2-0s all the way through. So he has that Glow Bulb again in hand.
Yeah.
Wow, it's really not good. So I think he set the Damage Juggler there.
Yeah.
And Carl draws into a Good Witch. It's pretty good. So he has the Falco, Good Witch.
He also goes to Kozmo Town.
By the way, Carl isn't going to pass out, don't worry, it's just quite warm. He's quite warm anyway. The room's pretty warm in itself, but yeah. So he's going to flip up that Falco to get that Hedgehog back. So it looks like he's going to summon the Good Witch. I think he's most contemplating about that. Good Witch would be the best one because he does have I think it's Forerunner in hand as well, which would mean that you could activate Good Witch's effects because Good Witch gets level 5 or higher from your hand. So, it's Tricklam. So he pays 1,000 for Tricklam, but it is on 0, so Falco can actually punch over it. But it looks like he's tagged out. He's gone for the Forerunner. And he's also discarded the Performer Mage too. So he doesn't take the 1,000 because the Performer Mage Juggler, but he does take the 600 or 400 from Falco.
He takes 600.
600. Couldn't remember how big Falco was, and it turns out not very. So, I assume that was a pass turn. The Glow Bulb comes out.
With a soul charging.
And the sword. Is this Trishula?
Is this Trish?
Is it Trish?
Does he play Trish?
Is it Trish? Is it
He
Trish?
does play Trish.
He does play Trish. This is good. This is going to be Trishula. Yes! Finally Trishula. So it only took me till round 4 to see a Trishula. So that's 1,000.
He's contemplating his options.
At this point, you would go for all 3. I personally go for all 3. So he has paid 3,000, 4,000, sorry. 3,000, I was right the first time.
Yeah. See the mighty Trishula.
Trishula dragging the ice barrier. Now he knows he's got the hedgehog face down.
So would you go for the hedgehog? He is going for the Trish.
The interesting thing is he also has the live glow bulb because he hasn't activated the effect yet.
So he can make level 5.
And now we have Trishula, but there is an effect veiler.
Has an effect veiler.
Which is pretty bad.
Oh,
so I was so happy, and then Veiler happened. So
well, it's a shame we don't have a El Shaddoll fusion because he does play the water Shaddoll monster.
Oh, okay. So he takes another 1,000 as well, because he activated Trickland's effect, and he could go into another level 9 if he wanted. Does he play 2 Trish? Unfortunately, not, because it's only a 1.
Wait.
Which is a shame. But does he play like? Beast wouldn't be very useful even if he did play it. Armades, maybe, but it's not going to help against Slip Runner. What level 5s does he play?
He doesn't play any.
Oh, well, there you go. He plays
Except
Beast.
Materia Beast.
He plays Beast. So, I don't think he has normal summons. Normal summons the Glow Bulb. So he's going to banish Damage Juggler to bring to his hands something, which we will soon see. Probably going to be Tricklown. Maybe actually. Oh no, oh, even better. So this means he can go for a level 3. A 2 material to level 4 or 3 material level 4. Does he have any 3 material level 4s?
Unfortunately not.
No, he does not. But he does have many things like Castell and your usual things. So he does have that Foolish as well.
Does have that Foolish.
So Foolish, Foolish is going to possibly. He already has a Falco out, so there's no point sending him the Falco.
Could send. He hasn't done anything with the Beast, so he could just get that possible +1. Oh, it'd be 1 for 1. But he's just thinning out his deck. Yeah.
So he sends the Beast. It's the best thing to do, just to get rid of it out of the deck, and so you can carry on playing and get that draw. Maybe it might be something useful. If he draws another hat, that's a Lancia. That's still a very good card.
That's really good. He's in a strong position now.
Now, is it a cost to banish the Cosmos? You can banish, so no. So he's looking at a possible XZ play here. Castell. I mean, Castell wouldn't be the greatest, but he is going to leave himself, if he doesn't do an XE play, with a 0/0 Tricklown that's just easily going to be run over by anything.
Yeah.
If you were to summon the Castell, send in the Falco? I mean...
Or you could flip.
Oh, he's going for the Dweller. Okay. So, that makes sense, because then he can clear out both Shaddolls. But he's just... Oh, Soul Charge, sorry.
Soul Charge.
So, yeah, so he's only going to just be able to make the Dweller, which is actually a good play. So, I would expect the Hedgehog to be flipped up.
To get an El Shaddoll. But he has got the Dark Hole in hand.
He does have the Dark Hole. Dark Hole, I'll probably hold on to the Dark Hole for now, just because of the... It depends on how attached he is to that Slip Runner.
Yeah.
Because either way, the monster's going to go. But he does have Good Witch in hand as well, so... It's going to be interesting.
No back rows. Well, he could play his Kozmo Town to then make an Ancient Fairy Dragon and use Kozmo Town's effect.
If he had the Kozmo.
If he did.
So he's summoning, he's flipping the hedgehog.
To get an El Shaddoll fusion.
And we have 5 minutes left as well.
Or a Shaddoll fusion.
Shall I just make sure they know?
Yep.
So I was just letting them know that they had 5 minutes until time.
Yep.
So the hedgehog was flipped up. I imagine he got the El Shaddoll fusion, was it?
Yes.
Okay.
El Shaddoll fusion.
And he's probably just going to talk about the effect for Abyss Dweller. I imagine if that fusion comes out now. So he has got his money out of the hedgehog. Obviously the Abyss Dweller's effect is going to be activated, so Farco doesn't get his effect. And then he's going to tag out with a Slip Runner?
Yeah.
Maybe? Because... No, he's just going to let it die. Because otherwise it'll still be... The monster that he gets with Slip Runner will still be destroyed. Because that would be Chain Link 2. And then resolves backwards. So he's going to activate the effect Trickle Hound again to put himself down to... 2-4, which is now getting a little bit low considering Carl Blake is on 8,000. So the Good Witch comes out. And then the El Shaddoll fusion as well. So he's sending the Beast. Yeah, so what he's saying though is basically saying attack with the Good Witch, and that makes it game 2.
Ooh, so we are going into a...
So we do have a game 3 here. Oh dear.
First game 3 of the day.
First game 3 of the day. And it's actually a really good matchup, this one. It's actually surprisingly more close than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, we shall see. So we shall have to see how this goes. I'm just going to attempt to call over a judge so we can make sure someone can be on the judge table. Ben Lovell to feature area, please. We need a judge for time. And typical that he doesn't hear it. Ben Lovell, we're going to be able to have a judge for the feature area for time, please. So we are just having a judge come over to make sure they go through the end of match procedures in approximately a minute and a half.
Are we doing draws in this event?
That's a good question. Yes, we are.
Because if they don't get the hand within a minute, it will be a draw.
Well, depending on how it might go, we have 1 minute left until time.
Okay, no problem at all.
I just need a judge.
That's that.
So as our head judge, Ben Lovell, he's just going to go in and do it.
So it'll be 0 to 3.
Yep, 0, 1, 2, 3 will be time. Because it is a locals event.
Yeah.
It's not a full-blown YCS or anything like that. So, starting it off, we have the Effects Veiler.
In hand. Possibly setting an E-telly.
Possibly, yeah. But we have a we have a very heavy trap.
Lance, yeah.
Wow, not the greatest, really. He does have the Shadow Games, though.
He does.
So, Shadow Games, Imperial Iron Wall. Oh, this is a great hand.
Carl could have set the Roll Decree. Roll Decree for 4.
Yeah.
No.
And time is coming up soon. He draws the Maxi, so he has both hand traps in the game. Maxi and Effect Veiler.
Maxine effect.
Oh, he needs now his Ghosto again.
Yeah.
And we have the E-telly.
I thought it was the E-telly.
And that is time on the round. So the head judge is just going to basically say what's going on. So Carl is on turn 0.
Yeah.
And then he goes 0, 1, 2, 3. So Jack will finish. So I'll be the judge of this now. So we are on turn turn 0. And Imperial Iron Wall is flipped instantly on the summon of Farm Girl, which is pretty big.
Yeah.
He also has TT, which may or may not help. Who knows?
Well, if Carl summons and then the
He
TT's
tries to
played,
overextend. But he's just going to go straight for the damage.
Oh,
The core comes out.
Oh.
Well. He has the Lancia and he has the Soul Charge. Soul Charge is terrible in this instance. Would you have not sided out the Soul Charge?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I would have thought you would have sided out the Soul Charge.
So he's chained Maxi to the Shaddoll column.
Yep, so he can get him a
So
draw, that's fine.
1 for 1.
Fortunately, he needs to draw something decent. He needs to draw a really good monster.
Yeah.
Can he, maybe a Shaddoll Fusion to go into
Possibly.
a Nautilus? Whichever one that one is, I forget.
The
Water Shaddoll.
He can go into anything.
Oh, yeah.
But he only has a Lancia in hand, so technically
That's the problem,
he can go to
yeah.
the Construct.
Well, Lancia's water, isn't it? Is it?
Lancia is actually...
Oh, it's light. It is
light.
indeed. I thought it was water for some strange reason.
Well, it's an artifact.
Well, still. That can be water artifacts, you never know.
It is Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah. So he's tributed to Set because he summons the...
Set the Beast.
Yeah. So, turn 1, and he drew the Book of Moon. Not helpful.
Not helpful whatsoever.
Because if that face down is a beast, that's going to be big.
It is. I think it is, to be fair.
But there is going to be also a TT down on Jack's side, so if he plays it carefully, he can make sure the board is wiped. So he's just having to think here with the Book of Moon. You definitely want to set the Book of Moon, but he's activating the Shadow Games.
Probably to send Scrum out for Falco.
Yeah.
Or to add to send Beast so he gets to draw another card. Yeah.
So he's sending the Beast because he knows he's in a bit of a...
He needs that draw power.
Yeah. And hopefully he can draw something decent here.
He needs to draw a fusion.
If you draw a fusion, that'd be amazing.
Oh, he has as well.
Yeah, so that was pretty big. So,
So now he can.
Now he can make plays. Now he can make that construct. Let's see if anyone picks it up. I'm just looking at the chat to see if anyone sees that he's drawn it. But I don't think anyone has noticed just yet. So we are still on turn 1 of time. Each player still has... Yeah. Each player still has 1 turn left. So they're just talking about core. I'm unsure of the rule, what they're
I think
actually
they're discussing that you have to declare what attribute it is before you El Shadow Fusion.
Okay.
Because obviously it could be any, but you have to declare it.
So I would imagine you would just call dark, right? Maybe.
Well, you'd have to.
Yeah.
Why would you call any other?
Maybe he's just gonna wait.
Maybe he's gonna wait.
But he's given away that information.
He's given away that he's got a Lancia in hand.
And he draws a farm girl.
But he has got Dark Hole again.
He's got Honest as well.
That could be it.
So he flips up the beast. Yeah, we knew that was a beast. I can't imagine anything's going to be activated here. There's probably no point.
Why would you transfer?
You wouldn't Torrential on this.
No.
Let it.
Oh, he is.
So he has TT'd.
It has TTs.
I'm not entirely sure why you would TT. Is there anything that we've missed?
No. Probably thinks that he's got nothing in hand.
But wow.
So I think Carl's, instead of drawing 2, discard 1, he's gone to the option of just draw 1 from the TT.
So I was just checking something, but that's fine. Carl hasn't cheated. It's all fine. Don't worry. I know you guys are saying cheat, but basically he's built up a wall now, and this looks like it could be a draw.
Yeah.
So this is the last turn.
This is turn 3.
So I'm just gonna
Soul Charge.
Oh.
He's actually why? Why would he Soul Charge on his last turn?
That's
wow.
Okay, he's taken back the soul charge. You take this and I'll stand in just to make sure everything's alright for the last turn. I'm going to leave it in the capable hands of Steve.
Thanks. Oh dear. There's nothing he can possibly do. So it's going to be a draw. Yeah, it's a draw. So that is round 4. Ending on a draw. I think the discussion of the Shaddoll core was you have to declare what attribute you want before you can Shaddoll fusion. I think that's what the problem was.
So that is it. Basically, they were just talking about the end of the round, and there are no draws today. So Carl would have had game next turn. We knew that. In his hand, you saw there was a Lancia and there was a BLS, and he already had Imperial Iron Wall up, and he couldn't use any of them. Yeah, Jack had all of them up, so he couldn't really do anything with them. And Jack basically drew dead with the Soul Charge, the BLS, and the Lancia, and there was no reason for him to carry on playing because he knew that it just wasn't going to work. So that is it. So Carl Blake goes on.
Carl Blake is still undefeated.
Still undefeated.
Going into round 5.
Yep, and we are going into round 5 now, very soon. This was the last match, I do believe. So we should be back very, very shortly. So if you make sure to share this and show everyone that the stream is on, and we shall catch you guys very,